is Lee98 here, and welcome back to another Mario Kart Wii Modding 101. So today we're going to be looking at custom items. Now this is one of the very simple mods that you can do. You can mod all the items, one item, whatever you like, but it really brings a very unique feel to your game because everyone likes a different assortment of item mods. Some people just like to have Pokeballs, like me. Some people only like to have one Pokeball over the green shell, for example, or different coloured Pokeballs, or the banana. That is an item that anybody uses and makes in any type of mod. These are endless. So we will get started by going to Atlas's website again, downloading a commons, and this is where you will find all the brez files of the items. So for example, most of them are quite self-explanatory. Banana, Big Kanoko, I think we can establish that that's the Mega Mushroom. The bomb is obviously the bomb. Driver we can ignore. Gesso, that is the blooper. Item killer, so that's the bullet bill, but only when it falls in like item rain, because that's what it is when it's actually ignited. So the cart killer. And you've got your mushrooms, your green shells, and everything else. Kumo, I think, is the TC. So you've got everything here. You've even got Tico. So if you ever want to do a Rosalina mod, you will always find Tico, which is Luma, in this file here. So if you want to get rid of Luma, always make sure you have a commons that has deactivated the bone that shows Luma as visible. So just for this example, we will be taking a look at the green shells. So as you can see here, that's a green shell, quite easy. And I'll just open it up to show you that it only has one bone. Now, for you guys to mod, you'll want to export this as a DAE as normal and import into Blender as an FBX. And all you have to do is rig every single vertex of the item that you want to replace the green shell. Make sure you scale it to the same size as the green shell at the same time as doing this, and you want to rig all of the vertices to this one vertex group, because that's all you need to do. It's very simple, very easy, and then you export it as a DAE, as an FBX, convert to a DAE, import into here. So I will just quickly be going into my Gen 4 one, and I will show you that we have got the Pokeball here, if it loads. So as you can see, that's the wrong way around, and that's because when you've got a green shell and you're dragging it, I wanted the Pokeball to be facing towards the camera, not towards the character that's holding it. So I've turned it so it faces backwards, and that was just a simple 180-degree flip. I imported it, and as you can see here, I also imported the usual LM0 and LM1 shader files, and that's the Pokeball texture. So I did the normal MKWii shaders, I added the shading elements here, and I changed it again. 3 shader stages, where's it gone? There it is, and 255 true. And that was it for the green shell, and I did exactly the same for the red shell, but with a Great Ball. Cora S, no, that's an example of the file reading the triple reds. So Kumo, what did I do here? I actually didn't do too much, and I thought this was quite a slick mod. So I exported this and I brought it into Blender, and all I did was get a Pikachu model, and I sort of placed it where the lightning goes on top of the TC, and Pikachu replaces the lightning, and then I pulled it all back in. Now you can vary your sizes of the files here, so this one ended up being a lot bigger than a normal TC brez size because Pikachu obviously has a lot more faces. It doesn't matter too much. Obviously you want to stick relatively close, but basically the bigger the file size, the slower the game's going to run, so just make sure you don't make it too big. And another cool one that I was quite proud of was, where's he gone? Gesso Octillery. So as you can see there, I pulled the arms of Octillery down so it goes where the squid would normally have it, and he comes and jumps in. So this is just an example of when they have more bones. So I rigged Octillery's arms to arm L, arm there, and these ones as well, because you just have to check which item you're modding and which bones it has. So green shell only has one bone, the squid looks like it has about 10. So just make sure that you're, if you want a squid that's actually moving on screen and doing its blooper effect, make sure you're rigging to all the arms and legs with the specific mesh area, should we say. And there is a hard one that ends up normally killing the Wii, and it's the bullet bill. Now, I haven't really found out how this works, but I used Atlas's Salamence bullet bill mod, and I imported that, and importing that, it works fine. So every time I've made a mod of bullet bill since, I've used the bones from that mod, and also the animations, and then just brought in the model I want. For example, here I replaced it with Cresselia. So I'm not sure why I couldn't get it to work with its own bone set, or with even just keeping the original bones. It just didn't seem to work, but Atlas seems to have got it. I think he must have rebuilt it properly, and it works when you use that one. So obviously, again, always using those LM0 and LM1, whilst also having the textures for the mod that you want. So you've got your mod in, and you're driving around with a green shell, but how do you know that you've got a green shell when you see it on the item reel at the top? Well, once you've saved this, you're going to want to go to your race file. Now I've downloaded this one again, and I just wanted to show you that you can find your game image, as it says here, which is the item reel, in this TIMG file, and most of them say item in front, so they're quite self-explanatory, and so you can replace that. I could put Pikachu there, or I can change that one. I changed it to a citrus berry. That one, as we know, is Octillery, and they are a bit strangely ordered, to be honest. Like, we've got the rest of them down here, but I could change that to a Pokeball, that to 3 Pokeballs, and you save this, and that's basically an item mod done. Now, as I said, you can do one, you can do all. If you're doing all, making sure you've got a relatively good sized .sus file of the common, because you don't want it to be too big, and these textures roughly should be, I think, what did I go for? Let's have a look. I went for 64 by 64, so, oh no, I didn't, that's the original. What am I on about? So that's what we would like to do when we're modding an item, and it's quite simple. I hope I've made it relatively easy for you guys. I know this is quite a short video, but I will put up a quick snippet now of me using the items. I'm going to use the Gen 4 mod pack items, and also I'll use the racers, so it's got the images as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will now hand over to the Wii. Okay, so as you can see, I am using my most recently released mod, and that is Mini Dark Boo. So I hope you guys have downloaded this mod. This is a quick advert, because look at how cool. So as you can see, top left on the item reel, it is Cresselia, and this is Cresselia as the bullet bill, absolutely destroying Bowser Jr. there. And yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, you get used to it once you've modded a few times. You like to see people's own designs. There's a Master Ball. Now I know that's a blue shell because of my mods. and I can't drag it. Oh, I can drag it. Oh yes, you've got draggable blue shells on here, haven't you? So that's the rotation of the shell. As you can see, I've put it facing towards me, and off he goes. He's going to be absolutely destroying. I think that's Honch crowing first. So we've got another Cresselia, because I do have the item mods on. So this could be an interesting finish. Please drop, please drop, please drop, please drop. No. That was really bad timing, that was. As you can see, all the bond sleeves all flying around as well, those bananas. Oh, that was the last lap. Ah, well, Dark Boo doesn't seem too happy. Mini Dark Boo, should I say. Right, we'll do another race, and I'll show you some more items. Alright, so we're on Eevee's farm, which is one of the Jari mods, which is awesome, and I love it. So Citrus, I know, is Mega. As you can see, Baby Daisy's just got a Mega as well. And there we go. Look at that. It's actually giant Dark Boo. Look at that. Awesome trick. So as you can see, I said about the shell facing towards me, and that also applies to the red shell. So let's absolutely destroy... Who's that in front? Is that Gabite? So that's Yoshi. And here... Oh, donkey! I was about to say, here is Bon Trees following us along. Now I've made Rare Candies a boost, so I know that that's a boost. So when you're modding, it is quite hard to remember what you've done for what. That was awful. I really need to get the hang of using a cart, don't I? Jeez. And otherwise you're going to forget, and you're going to be left a bit red-faced when you're trying to use, like, for example, this as a boost. And I would try and use it as a... Oh, there's the squid, which is Octillery. Yeah, so you'd be left a bit red-faced if you were using the wrong item all the time. So remember what you've modded with what. That's definitely my advice. And as you can see, we saw Octillery there as well. As I said about the rigging, he looked like he was doing a little ink on us to try and absolutely destroy us, but he didn't do his job. And there is basically all the items, so I think we'll pretty much leave it there. Look, we'll just let Dark Boo, Mini Dark Boo win. Look at that lovely cart texture by Melee as well. So there we go, guys. That's how to add custom items into Mario Kart Wii. And it's not too bad. And let me know, guys, what you're going to put in and if you need any help. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you in a bit for Dark Boo, the normal size, on the road to 99999 VR. Thank you very much. See ya.